Alright, so we're doing a little bit of revamp sa market overview natin. Walang magbabago sa schedule. It's still gonna be every other week kasabay ng newsletter natin, no? But instead of going through all the sectoral indices, I will just be focusing on the PSEI itself. The reason for that is twofold. Number one, yun yung sabi ng metrics eh. Based on the analytics, yun yung mas pinaparod ng mga tao whenever we do these market overviews. And number two, gusto ko rin kasi mas tuunan ng pansin yung index itself. So focusing solely on it should give me the leeway na dagdagan ng konti yung analysis or yung oras na dinidevote ko sa PSEI mismo. Okay? Now, if you guys don't like these changes, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Pag-iisipan ko ulit kung may iba pa tayong pwedeng gawin. But for now, until the foreseeable future, moving forward, ito muna gagawin natin. But, as always, we'll start off sa weekly chart ng PSEI. Now, tong PSEI, I was actually telling my students nung pababa tayo that if you were looking at the overall picture, diba, we were actually moving sideways. Were we more bearish than bullish? Of course. Okay, nandito tayo sa leg na yun, yung sunod-sunod na pababa. So ramdam na ramdam mo talaga yung bearishness. But in the bigger picture, we were moving sideways. Diba? Bumaba tayo, we tagged this level of support, lumagpas tayo ng konti. So let me zoom in. Lumagpas tayo ng konti, but barely. Binawi natin kaagad. And then from there, we started moving to the upside. Now, within that range, as always, marami tayong pwedeng markahang mga levels. Where we are right now is bumalik tayo dito sa inflection area na to. This area has acted as support. Maraming lows na siya na na-form here. And as resistance, diba? Support, resistance, support, support. So, right now, nandun tayo. Kung kaya nating i-break to the upside of this area, meaning we can start trading above 7,000, mga ganon, then that opens up this wider range above. But until then, I am thinking na baka makahanap tayo ng some type of resistance dito at baka lumaban muna siya kahit konti man lang. Okay? Now, I am not saying na yun yung mangyayari. For all I know, next week basag na yan and by the time na mapag-usapan natin ulit yung PSEI, we're already trading closer to 7.2. But for now at least, because this area has been interacted upon so much, it's not gonna be a big surprise if we continue to interact around that area moving forward. Now, kunwari nauntog nga tayo dito and we pull back, we see that there's a level here as well, around 6,497. Or gawin na lang natin 6.5 para madali. If that level holds and we start pushing higher from there, number one, we do get an inverse head and shoulders pattern. However, we need to note that it occurs within the scope of a wider range. Therefore, it's not technically a reversal, but in the grand scheme of things, dahil nga bullish na sunod-sunod yung pagbaba natin, odds are medyo mararamdaman talaga natin yung epekto niya in the sense na if we pull back here and start bouncing, marami ring gagalaw or marami ring maikinabang. Okay? However, if we pull back, mabasag tong 6.5 altogether, we test it from underneath, mag-hold yan, baka ang mangyari is either mag-trade muna tayo sa lower range na to between 6,100 hanggang 6.5 or we might actually come down and break this entire range altogether and then before we know it, linalapitan na natin yung mga lows na naiwan dito. Okay? But for now, syempre, as always, wag muna natin sobrang pangunahan. Let's wait and see what happens next, no? Right now, nandun lang tayo sa punto na parang tumulak tayo. We're above the mid-end of our range. So let's see what happens from there, what happens next, and then we'll reassess, diba? Moving forward, kung meron ba tayong mga pwede pang gawin. But as of right now, ang gawin natin is punta tayo sa daily level or sa daily time frame and try to see kung from that time frame meron tayong mapansin or ma-analyze na hindi natin nakikita dito sa weekly time frame natin. Now, on the daily time frame, mapapansin natin na mas maraming mga key levels na nag-a-appear, no? Hindi naman po nakakagulat yon kasi syempre, the lower we go, mas marami talagang mga data points na pwede nating magamit to identify certain levels along the way. Now, first and foremost, again, Possible na nagbubuo tayo ng inverse head and shoulders. But again, wag tayong sobrang ma-excite because for me, yes, you are reversing this down move, but in the bigger picture, we are caught within the wider range. Diba? So, kung sabihin natin, mag-pull back to, which posible, kasi kung titignan natin, it does look a bit overextended. Meaning, sunod-sunod na green candles, minor pause here, nagkaroon ng gap down, barely, binawi agad, and then today, yung close ng week, we tried to push higher, we close above tong 6,839 na level, no? So, maaari na from here, mag-fill tayo ng gap, balikan natin tong 6,900 or 7,000, and then what it does from there remains to be seen. However, kung kunwari mag-pullback nga tayo, the first key area para sa akin will be 6,600. Kung mabasag yung 6,600, then highly likely we come back to this range here between 6,500 and 6,600, and then we'll see. Maaaring mag-gap fill tayo from there, mag-bounce, we start moving higher, 'di ba? Or we might push even lower, balikan natin yung equal low from yung low ng left shoulder. In fact, kung titignan natin, saan ba tayo una nakahanap ng support? Hindi ba doon din around 6,300, 6,400? 'Di ba? Itong area na to. When we came down, nag-form tayo ng left shoulder low, nag-conso tayo dito, nag-form tayo ng area. So when price tried to move higher, first came back, dyan tayo nakahanap ng support, and then we started pushing higher from there. 'Di ba? So, kung sakaling bumalik tayo dito, we'll be watching out to see, mag-hold ba to? Mag-hold ba tong area na to? Kasi kung hindi, then the expectation is likely talaga mababalikan natin tong support at 6,080 or 6,100. Kasi nga, from there, parang, yes, maraming chop dito. Yes, it's not likely gonna go straight down kahit mabasag yung 6,300, 6,400 na area. But, it's gonna get trapped ulit kung saan nangyari lahat ng previous chop na to. Diba? So, it will be a bit more unpredictable kung ano yung mga pwedeng mangyari moving forward other than baka nga mag-range muna siya dito. Maaari ba na kapag nag-dip siya, sandali lang, we start moving higher again? Sure. But we'll have to wait and see kung talaga nga bang mangyayari yon. Maaari bang pa nag-dip siya, mabasag, babalikan natin yung 6,100? Sure. But again, dahil nga ang dami ng chop dito, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens and then reassess when that happens or if that happens para lang mas klaro yung picture natin. Tama naman na nagsi-scenario planning tayo, but there's such a thing na too much. Parang we can't see into the future. Anticipating it too much, minsan hindi rin nagiging healthy or hindi rin nagiging maganda kasi it tends to color our bias, and then before we know it, hindi tayo makapag-execute ng maayos kasi pinipilit natin yung gusto natin rather than trying to understand kung ano yung gusto ng market. Okay? Isa pang potential scenario from where we are right now is baka mag-console lang tayo dito sa high, bumuelo tayo, then we can see kung mag-breakout ba tayo above nitong 7,000. And once again, if it does, it opens up this range here between 7,000 to 7,200. And odds are kung mangyari yun, maraming magiging masaya ngayong Q4, no? In fact, etong move up na to for the past couple of weeks, actually not just a couple, for the past handful of weeks, I'm sure marami na naging masaya. Diba? But again, what we'll be watching out for from here is if we do get a pullback, ano yung dapat natin gawin? If we do get a consolidation, ano natin dapat gawin? And if we do get a breakout, ano yung dapat natin gawin? Okay? Now, yan lang yung basa ko sa PSEI so far. Kasi where we are right now, it does, again, feel a bit overextended. So I want to see what happens in the next couple of weeks to see how this develops para lang mas maganda pa yung mapinta nating picture moving forward. So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin, no? I hope nakatulong po to sa inyo kahit konti and may natutunan kayo kahit papano. And if so, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!